Hello, my name is Emma, and I just broke one of my bookshelf lights, which means there's glass all over my floor, so we're gonna go through this haul as quickly as possible so I don't get more glass in my foot. Today I am giving you guys my March book haul. I have 16 books on this haul. Again, I feel like this is another one of those months that is just like very, very random. There's no real order to all of the books that I bought. Not that there ever really is, but I'm super excited to share all of these books with you guys. So the first book on my March book haul is The Takedown by Cory, Wang. This video is being made in paid promotion with Freeform Books, an imprint of Disney Publishing worldwide. So they sent me The Takedown, and before I talk about this book that sounds super epic, I do just want to show you what else they sent me. I can't even show the whole thing in this video, but look at it! It's my Instagram! That's me! We look the same! Isn't this so cool? And then it says The Takedown on top, and then, oh, I just hit my ceiling. And then it says The Takedown down here. This is like the coolest thing I've ever received. So of course, thank you so much to Freeform Books for sending me a copy of The Takedown, for sending me that awesome life-size cutout on my Instagram, and for sponsoring this video. So The Takedown follows a girl named Kayla Chang, who is like valedictorian. She's getting ready to graduate. Like everything is going super well for this girl. Until a video of her goes viral as she is involved in some sexual relations with their English teacher, but the plot twist is it's not actually her in the video. So Kyla has to delve into the deep dark internet in order to hopefully get this video taken down so it doesn't ruin her future. I have always loved learning about hacking, so I'm super excited for the technological aspect of this book, but overall it just sounds like a super awesome mystery thriller. It sounds like such an intriguing novel, so thank you so much to Freeform Books for sending me a copy. The next book on this list was actually sent to me through a books for trade I did with Christy from Twitter, so thank you so much, Christy, for sending me a copy of City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. When was the last time I went through a haul without mentioning a copy of City of Bones? Because I don't even remember. Christy had contacted me and told me that she had this exclusive Walmart editions of City of Bones from the movie, obviously, and as I don't have it, I was totally interested, so we did a bit of trading. It went really well, so of course, thank you so much, Christy, for sending me this copy of City of Bones. This is now my 9th copy. How insane. They don't even fit anymore. I have to put it on my TID shelf, and I'm gonna leave it there because that's where the glass is. The next book on this list was sent to me by HarperCollins, so of course, thank you so much, Harper, for sending me a copy of The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Albertalli. The Upside of Unrequited comes out on my birthday, April 11th, which is super, super awesome. Who wouldn't want their birthday on a day where awesome books are released? The Upside of Unrequited follows a girl named Molly, whose sister has recently gotten a new girlfriend, and with that new girlfriend comes a boy that Molly might be interested in. Molly has had a ton of crushes all throughout her life, but she's never taken the incentive to do anything about them, so she's always just been a hopeless romantic. So this new boy enters her life, and he may be showing signs of being kind of interested in her, but when Molly starts her new summer job, she meets a boy named Reed, who is like the opposite of what she would expect to be attracted to. And so it's all about Molly kind of navigating the waters of potential first love. I really loved this book. I'm gonna talk about it more in my wrap-up, and I will have a spoiler-free review up very, very soon, especially if you loved Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda, because there are a few cameos in this book. But even if you're just looking for a new fluffy YA contemporary, I'd highly recommend The Upside of Unrequited. This next book was also sent to me from Freeform Books, so of course, thank you again to Freeform Books for sending me 2 awesome books this month. That book is Royce Rolls by Margaret Stoll, but this is essentially a satirical take on reality TV, which is very prominent in our society today. Our main character is named Bentley, and it seems like she lives kind of like the Kardashian lifestyle. She is the star of a reality TV show with her family. It's called Rolling with the Royces. Now, Bentley does not like the superstar lifestyle that everyone kind of craves for. Her show is almost being canceled, and she's like, freedom is on the horizon, but a car goes off a cliff on the day of her sister's wedding, and like everything goes downhill from there. No pun intended. That was a really morbid, unintentional joke. It sounds like another fun, lighthearted contemporary, and that's kind of what I'm reading at the moment, so I'm super excited for this one. So if you've been watching my hauls for some time, you'd probably know that I absolutely love Books of Wonder, which is a bookstore in New York City. Every so often we do a little bit of work together where I kind of promote the fact that they do a lot of signed book offers. Seriously, you go into Books of Wonder and like 80% of the books you'll pick up are signed. And although this is not one of the times where I'm promoting for them, this is just my general Books of Wonder spiel, they did send me A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab because I was helping them out for the pre-orders for this book. It is signed by V.E. Schwab, which I'm super grateful for. So of course, thank you so much, Books of Wonder, for sending me this awesome conclusion to a series I've really enjoyed. I have not read A Gathering of Shadows yet, but now I have the complete series. When I'm back in a fantasy mood, I'm absolutely going to be finishing them, and I know that so many people love this series, and I do too, so I'm really excited to read it. Thank you so much, Books of Wonder. So this is the point of my haul. like most hauls, where I just started buying books and did not stop. I bought Unfiltered by Lily Collins, which is kind of like a memoir collection of essays type book. Lily Collins is literally like my favorite celebrity of all time. If you ask me for my favorite actress, like my favorite celebrity in general, it's Lily Collins. She's such an amazing, strong, inspirational woman. I really look up to her personally, and so when she got a book out this month, I of course had to get it. Have not read it yet, but I know it's a book I'm going to absolutely fly to, and I feel like I'll gain a lot out of it. I love Lily Collins so much, and I'm so pleased to have her as an author on my shelf. I went to the Strand this month, which is always my weakness because you just cannot put a $9 hardcover book in front of my face and not have me buy 3 of them. First book I bought is Finding Audrey by Sophie Candela. I've heard so much buzz about this book for so long. All I know is that it follows a 14-year-old girl with anxiety. I have heard some mixed reviews on the representation. I've heard people that really related to it, and I've heard other people that felt it was a little bit too humorous and not as realistic. Either way, I'm so happy I finally have the opportunity to experience this story. I'm really interested to see what I'm personally going to think of it, but nonetheless, I'm really excited to read it. In that mini Strand haul, I also bought On the Edge of Gone by Corrine. It's an Own Voices neurodiverse book. We have an autistic main character, and the author is actually also autistic, but what intrigues me most is we have this neurodiverse main character in this like not necessarily fantasy, kind of like a sci-fi dystopian apocalyptic world. Essentially, there is a comet that is about to strike the Earth, which I guess will probably destroy it, and so there is a ship that is going and taking people to safety, presumably in space, I guess. Because the main character is autistic, she's afraid there's no space for her on the ship. She fears for the lives of herself and her family and everyone around her, and it sounds like such an intriguing novel. Like, I'm really glad we're getting more diverse fantasy books recently. I'm super pumped to read it, and I've heard really good things, so I'm definitely glad I picked this one up this month. And at the Strand, I also bought Not If I See You First by Eric Lindstrom. Another book for my diversity bingo, as it features a blind main character, and I did read one of Eric Lindstrom's more recent works, A Tragic Kind of Wonderful, last month, and I really loved it, so I'm super excited to dive into this book. But this book honestly just sounds very positive. We have a blind main character who is very independent and self-sufficient. She doesn't want pity from people around her. She doesn't want help if she doesn't ask. And she begins running for her track team, which I feel like is just going to be a really amazing novel. I've heard great things so far. I'm just really excited for it. I feel like this is one of those hauls where I say excited too much, so I'm not going to say it anymore in this haul. The same day I went to the Strand was actually the Angie Thomas event for The Hate You Give, which I was super excited to go to, so of course I was at Books a Wonder. And at the store, I bought Your Welcome Universe by Whitney Gardner, and it is also signed by Whitney Gardner. I am telling you, literally every book in Books a Wonder is signed. This is another book I was really intrigued in right from the start. This book honestly just sounds so amazing. It is about a deaf main character who currently attends a school for the deaf. She loves art, she's so passionate about it, and so when a slur about her best friend is written on the gymnasium wall, she uses art to cover it up, which leads to her expulsion. So now our main character is the only deaf student in her new school, and she's really trying to paint everywhere she can. She's just trying to get all that emotion out of her and use it as a release. An artist shows up adding to her work, and it's kind of like a rivalry with somebody she doesn't know, which kind of also, like, art graffiti may lead to expulsion, so it sounds like a really fantastic novel that I've heard great things about. I'm not going to say I'm excited, I'm not going to say I'm excited, I'm not going to say I'm excited. So as I'm nearing my second to last semester of college, I have papers to write, so I bought some books to help me with those papers. The first is Manson in His Own Words by Newell Emmons, and the other is Manson, The Life and Times of Charles Manson by Jeff Gunn. Obviously, these are books about Charles Manson. I'm a criminal justice minor. I have a paper to write on a criminal, and I've been studying Charles Manson independently since I was 13, so like, of course, I would take the opportunity to learn more about him. I started this one today. There's a lot of post-it notes. I'm really enjoying it so far because this is my current read. Manson is kind of like a full biography. It starts even before his birth and it goes all the way up to basically the present at the time when it was written. And I believe this one is kind of based off of an interview Manson had with somebody he knew in his past, where it's like Manson in his own words and he's talking about himself and his childhood and whatnot. So I know that these books are going to be really helpful to me as a student, but I'm also super excited to just broaden my knowledge on a topic that really interests me. So like I said, April is my birthday month, and I did receive one birthday gift already. That is from Jenna over at Jenna Claire K. So thank you so much, Jenna, for sending me this awesome gift. Jenna is very artsy and likes to apply that to books. So she defaced this copy of City of Lost Souls for me. It has text and writing and drawings all over it. When you open it inside, there's a lot of words, and the back is a lot of words, and then there's like quotes and stuff, and even when you go throughout the book, it has like little pictures and collages and drawings and everything. Like, it's really, really cool. I'm really, really in love with it. So thank you so much, Jenna, for sending me this heartfelt handmade gift. Like, it is super, super exciting for me. I can't wait to put it on my shelf, even though I have to find a place because there's no more room. But this is extremely special to me. So thank you so much, Jenna. And finally, we get to my last 2 books of the month, which, because I've been on my game with my unboxings, I have them actually ready to show to you. The first is Owl Crate's book of the month, and their March theme was Seas, Sailors, and Ships, I think. If you want to watch the unboxing, I'll link it below, but the book of the month was Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller. It's a pirate book. We don't get enough pirate books in YA, and I feel like everyone loves pirate books. Our main character sounds so badass. She allows herself to be captured by an enemy ship in search of a treasure map. Of course, she's gonna fall in love with the first mate of the enemy ship, but she is the daughter of the Pirate King, and she sounds super epic. Either way, this book sounds like so much fun, and I have heard people who have read it really enjoyed it. Compared to the majority of the books I read, it does seem a little different and unique, which I really love, so I almost said I'm excited. I think it'll be very fun to experience something new. I almost made it through the rest of the video. I'm so pissed at myself. So the final book on this book haul is from Fairy Loot's book of the month, and their box was, I believe, titled Myths and Monsters, but the book for their March box was Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I did not realize how gorgeous this book would be in person. Look at it. It's got blue edges and everything. It also has, I believe, a stamp of Laini Taylor's signature on it, which is really awesome. So funny thing, I was actually not planning on picking up this book. I have read this synopsis 15 times minimum. I've tried to read it so many times, but I don't understand what the plot of it is at all. I don't think most people know this about me, but I am so bad at reading synopses. Like, I'll read like the first 2 paragraphs, and then I'll just zone out and be like, okay, I think I have an idea of what it's about. For some reason, my attention never holds while reading a synopsis. So, especially on one that's like very confusing and very high fantasy-ish, it was hard for me to understand it, but I think it's awesome that I do have a copy now, because now I'm definitely more inclined to read it. I tried reading it again. I still do not get it. It's apparently about like some lost city that the main character is obsessed with, and I guess he's trying to uncover like what happened to it. I don't get it, man. I don't know why it's so hard for me to understand synopses. I did read the first book in the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series, and I did enjoy it, so maybe I'll give this one a try very soon, but it's daunting, man. Like, high fantasy is enough for me, but when you throw in a synopsis, I just cannot comprehend. It's gonna be a tough one, but I know so many people are loving this book and love Laini Taylor's work, so I'm definitely considering picking it up now that I have a copy thanks to Fairy Loot. So that is it for my March book haul. Let me know in the comments of this video, what was your favorite book that you got in the month of March, or your favorite book that you read in the month of March? But that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon for a new one. Bye!